Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, however you are listening to Sports with Balls. Welcome into the show. And boy, what a show do we have for you today. Wow, incredible breaking news that just came out that involves the boxing world. And a lot of people say the greatest boxer of all time. But man, oh man. Welcome into Sports with Balls. My name is Jeff Michael. I'm your host pretty much every single time we do the show. Episode number 291 on this March the 7th. Thursday, March the 7th. Spring break next weekend for a lot of people. Now, look, I will be down in Florida. I'm going to try to do the show a couple of times down there. Where I'm going to be at, the Wi-Fi is not that great, so I will try to do some recordings, throw them out there, maybe just a podcast version, may not do the live version, but we'll figure that out when we get down there. Listen up. Huge breaking news today. We are definitely going to dive into that here in a minute. We start the show all the time by what is today. It is March 7th, National Be Heard Day. Get out there and be heard like I am. National Cereal Day, Alexander Graham Bell Day. If your name's Carol, Ben, Cooper, Sharon, or Teresa, it's your day. It is also National Crown Roast of Pork. Absolutely delicious. Name Tag Day, Plant Power Day, which I've been on a massive health kick lately, if you can't tell. You like that? And also Sock Monkey Day. So get your sock monkeys out and get it. So that is what you have for today on this March the 7th. I'm trying to power through this, guys, because I know the news is, look, if you haven't heard yet, it is incredible news. Mike Tyson will be fighting Jake Paul. That is correct. The legendary Mike Tyson, 58-year-old Mike Tyson, will be fighting Jake Paul. We're going to dive into it in a minute, man. I cannot wait. Today's show brought to you by Chris's Tailgate Bar and Grill. Go to chrisstailgate.com. By the way, I'll be there watching that fight for sure. I think most of the world will be watching that fight. This is going to be insane. But go to chrisstailgate.com. Find one near you, award-winning food, and also drink specials, karaoke. They got all kinds of stuff. Just go to chrisstailgate.com. Also, Diamond Auto Spa. Austin Bauer over there at Diamond Auto Spa putting it together. Give him a call, 346-319-5961. Of course, he specializes in paint protection film, ceramic coatings, vinyl wraps. Detailing is just the beginning. And also, modern home improvement and remodeling. Go to modern-homeimprovement.com. Man, just get a remodel done. Mention Sports with Balls, $500 off. Call Josh Smith, 281-949-8925. Let's go. Let's talk about this. This is absolutely insane. And I look, obviously it's money. This is going to be a lot of money. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson set for July 20th on Netflix. Now, I don't know if this is a pay-per-view on Netflix yet. I don't know how they're going to do this. No clue, but it is on Netflix, and it is live, and it is at Jerry World in Dallas, Texas. Wow. I mean, holy you know what. How much money will be generated from this fight? It will by far be the most watched boxing event in modern history. By far. You've got the young generation with Jake Paul. You've got my generation and the older generation with Mike Tyson. I don't know who wouldn't be watching this fight. This is going to be spectacular. I'm sure they're going to have concerts before this. I'm sure this is an event. This is an event. And I got to say, I understand that there's haters on Jake Paul. I get it, man. I get it. But wow, this is his promotion that is putting this fight on. MVP Promotions. It is Jake Paul's promotion that is doing this. This kid is going to make a killing. Wow. Man. Which is funny if you think about it, because Jake Paul fought on the Mike Tyson Roy Jones Jr. undercard. What was that, 4 years ago? Yeah, in 2020. He was on the undercard, Jake Paul was, for the Tyson Roy Jones Jr. match. And now, 4 years later, July 20th, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, he is the main event with his promotion company fighting one of the baddest men on the planet. This is unreal. This is unbelievable, man. It's unclear right now how the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations, which sanctions and regulates combat sports in the state, will approach what will surely be a matchup that garners plenty of criticism and attention. It's yet to be determined whether this fight is classified as a pro fight or an exhibition. It's just Tyson's 58, Paul's 27. This is insane. And I'm here for it. I love this. I know everybody wants Jake Paul to get knocked out. I get it. I get from my generation, I totally understand how and why people want Jake Paul to get knocked out. But I got to give this man credit where credit is due. He is fighting Mike Tyson. Tyson's in this for the payday. This is $100 million for probably Tyson and probably $200 million for Jake Paul. I can't imagine it being anything less. This will be one of the biggest fights in the history of sports in general. I don't even know. This might be up there with Super Bowl ratings. I'm not even kidding, folks. I am not even kidding. If you think about the followers that Jake Paul has in that generation and the followers that Mike Tyson has and that generation, who's not watching this fight? Every freaking person you know will be watching this fight. My kids will want to see this, and they're 9 and 11. All the way up to 70. My dad's 80 years old. He's going to want to watch this fight. That demographic is unbelievable. This may be one of the biggest sporting events that we've ever witnessed. And to think it's coming from Jake Paul. Wow. I got to give the guy props. Got to give him props for setting up this fight. I'm excited to see it July 20th. I think now let's get to the actual fight. Let's talk about the actual fight. Who do you have in this fight? How is Tyson going to approach this fight? We know Jake Paul. Jake Paul's going to go in there with a sense that he wants to win this fight. And I got to think that Mike Tyson, if I just off the top of my head, I'm going to think that Tyson's going to go in here and think this is his last fight ever. And he is going to go in there and try to prove to the world one more time that he is Iron Mike Tyson. Now, I'm sure that's what everybody hopes. I don't know if there's payoffs in between that says, hey, Tyson, don't knock me out too hard, or because this is a win-win-win for absolutely everybody. If Jake Paul loses, he still wins. If Mike Tyson loses, he's 58 years old. So it's a win-win-win-win-win for everyone, including the fans. This is a win-win if you're a fan of any sport. And I'm just absolutely floored that Mike Tyson was able to sign a contract with Jake Paul and get this done. I think it's awesome. Tyson's going to train. This is July 20th. He's got 4 months. I cannot wait to see what the promotions leading up to this are, how Tyson's going to look. Is he going to drop weight? Jake Paul's taller. He's got a longer reach. Jake Paul's been training. He's knocked out some people. Can he knock out Mike Tyson at 58 years old? Can Jake Paul pull off the unbelievable and knock out Iron Mike Tyson? Now, again, if he does it, Tyson's 58. He's still going to get criticism. But the fact that he's stepping in the ring, Tyson's still got power. We've all seen the videos. You've all seen the videos of Mike Tyson punching a bag, going after, this is going to be fun. And I don't think that Jake Paul's been hit, not like a Mike Tyson hit, even at 58. So going from an undercard 4 years ago in a Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. to now fighting Mike Tyson, the guy has put in work. And he's about to get paid for all of it. Who you got? That's what I want to know. Hit me up on Sports with Balls. Hit it up in the comments over here if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or Twitter. Let me know who you got in this fight because, wow, I got a feeling it's going to be a little bit split. I'm sure I'll say 60-40 Tyson, maybe 65-35 Tyson to Paul. But look, Paul might put it. How many? Look, I just read off a second ago that we don't know yet how many rounds it is, how many minutes each round is, how this is going to be sanctioned, if it's a pro fight or an exhibition. We have no idea. But what we do know is the fight will be July 20th in Jerry World. Jake Paul has beat, Nate Diaz, Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley. Those are all UFC stars, by the way. That's not necessarily boxers. Let's see. Who else? Paul, who journeyed to pro 4 years ago, is coming off back-to-back first-round knockouts of journeyman Andre August and Ryan Borland. So there you go. I think he's 9. What is it? He's 9-1 with 6 KOs in his professional boxing career. Mike Tyson, one of the biggest icons in boxing history, is going to step in the ring with this kid. I gotta love this, man. I gotta absolutely love this fight. This is awesome. This is great for sports. This is great for boxing. I know people are just like, I don't know. You just wonder how Jake Paul is going to react to one of those first body blows that Tyson throws in there. Just an absolute monster shot. Because everybody that's ever faced Tyson just says he hits different. That's why he's called Iron Mike. There's certain people that hit punching bags different. You can hear it across the gym. That's Mike. I don't think Jake Paul sounds like that. But you get hit by him the first time you hit. Look, those of you that follow the show know that I have a boxing show with Lou Savarese as well. He was in the ring with him. That's the infamous where Tyson tried to beat up the referee and jump over him. And Tyson was doing a bunch of drugs prior to that, doing a bunch of cocaine. He's self-admitting to it. Him and Lou Savarese are good friends now. But this is a different Mike Tyson, but it's the same power. I guarantee you, he's still got 6 or 7 of those blows per round that are going to rock you. It's going to hurt. So I'm excited about this. By the way, Michael Malden, if you're watching this, I wouldn't mind some tickets to Jerry World on July 20th. I know I know that's going to be hard to come by. Can you imagine? This fight is in Jerry World in Arlington, Texas, in Dallas Stadium. What are the ticket prices this game? There's 100. What does it seat? 106, 100,000 plus. I know that standing room only. What are the ticket prices to this event? This is massive. It's on Netflix. We don't know if it's pay-per-view yet or not. But this has got to be an expensive ticket. What's the minimum ticket going for and to get into that arena to watch this fight? My goodness. It's not in Vegas, folks. It's in Dallas. Jerry Jones, he didn't get the Super Bowl, but this is the next best thing, right? Wow. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson square off July 20th live on Netflix in Arlington, Texas, and Dallas Stadium. Who do you have? Now, look, of course, we're going to talk about this over the next months. For months and months and months, we're probably going to dive into this. But to me, great sporting news. You need something, good timing for the fight. Absolutely everything. This is a perfect setup for what the sport of boxing needs, what sports in general. Look, football's off right now. You're going to have a bunch of things going off. This is great. I think the NBA Finals will be right around then. So good for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson to get this done. I don't know. Look, they're going to kill it. Both of them are going to make a ton of money, 100 million plus. I just wonder who's cut, who's getting a bigger. Well, Paul will get the bigger cut, but good for Mike Tyson. Good for Mike Tyson. I just looked up Mike Tyson's net worth. Mike Tyson's net worth right now is $10 million. That's it. Can you believe that? Let's look up Jake Paul's net worth. Jake Paul. Net worth 2024, 60 million. So you got Tyson at 10, Jake Paul at 60. They're both about to jump through the stratosphere as far as net worth is concerned. I'm sure Netflix, again, I don't know how they're doing this. I don't know if you're going to pay for it. How much money would you? I'd probably pay $200 to see this fight on Netflix. I'm serious. I don't think they're going to do it for free. It'll probably be a pay-per-view event on Netflix, and of course each fighter getting a cut of that and stuff. But man, oh man, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, July 20th. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. All right, we spent the first 15 minutes of the show talking about Tyson and Jake Paul. There's some other news. Not a whole lot. I'll just be honest with you. There's not a whole lot of news going on. LeBron James last night leaves the game early. A lot of people speculated they're tired of him walking out with a minute left in the game. That's about exactly what happened. He's done it a bunch of times. He says it was his ankle injury. Then you saw the video of him getting hit in the head the other day, and a lot of people complaining about his flopping and stuff like that. It's just, for me, not a good look. It's not a good look, Bron. You got to do better. Got to do better. United States women's national team had a dramatic victory in a rain-soaked Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego last night, where Alyssa Napier saved 3 penalty kicks and then kicked one of her own as they beat Canada and move on to face who are they facing now in the what is this? I got to pronounce this right. In the CONCACAF Women's Gold Cup final. And let me see. I forgot exactly who they face. I think it's Brazil or somebody like. Yes, they faces Brazil. Wow, on Sunday for the championship. Good for them. Good for United States women's national team, because they've been facing a lot of ridicule here lately. What else do we have on tap that's interesting? The Broncos are released. There's a lot of releases, man. Look, the Buffalo Bills got rid of Tredavion yesterday or today. We saw they got rid of 3 people. The Bills did. Then we saw Seattle Seahawks get rid of 3 people. Now the Broncos releasing all pro safety Justin Simmons. It'll save them $14.5 million against the cap. Nobody's had more interceptions than Simmons since he entered the league in 2016. He has 30. Oh, the Bills released Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, and Mitch Morse. So there you go. There's your NFL news for the day. I don't have anything else. By the way, if you're gambling today, lots of college basketball on that starts at noon. And if you want somewhere to watch those games, I would consider going to christianstailgate.com, finding one near you, and going and getting it on. You want to know why? White Claws, neutrals are both $1 because the University of Houston is the #1 ranked team in the nation. So go to christianstailgate.com, find one near you. Want your car detailed? Want it ceramic coated? Want anything done to it? Make it look and feel like new? Go to diamondautospa.com, 346-319-5961, or hit them up on Facebook or Instagram. That's diamondautospa.com. And again, like I said, anything done to your home, anything, go to modern-homeimprovement.com. Give Josh Smith a call, 281-949-8925. Roofing, fencing, remodels, new builds, old builds. You got it. Josh is done. All right, let's get back to the main event. What a good segue. That was dope. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, July 20th on Netflix. This is, for me, I couldn't be more excited. Obviously, if you listen to the first half of the show, I could not be more excited for this fight. And it's not because I want to see Jake Paul knocked out. That's not the reason I'm excited for this fight. I'm excited for this fight because of the hype that it's going to generate. You know, like when Mike Tyson's walking down that arena, when he's walking towards that ring in black shorts and black shoes, and you know this is probably one of the last times you may ever see one of the greatest fighters ever get up there and do something crazy. Let's go. We've seen the videos. Mike Tyson's 58 years old. You've seen the videos. He has power. I don't think Jake Paul's ever been hit by something like that. And I just want to see the reaction. Jake Paul can box. He's got length. He's almost like a Holyfield-ish. Now, is he a great boxer like Holyfield? No. But is he going to give Tyson some trouble? How is this fight going to be sanctioned? How many rounds is this? How many minutes per round is this? Are we doing 6 rounds, minute and a half? What are we doing? As of right now, as I mentioned earlier in the show, it's unclear how the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, which sanctions and regulates combat sports in the state, will approach what is surely to be the matchup that garners plenty of criticism and attention. It is yet to be determined whether it will be classified as a pro fight or an exhibition. What do you want it as? If it's an exhibition, I got a feeling that there'll be some. I don't know. Tyson always says that there's no such thing as fake boxing. He always says that. I would love for this to be a pro fight. I don't know if they'll sanction it because Tyson's 58. How old was George Foreman when he won the championship? Not that Tyson's going for the championship, but he was older. I just wonder how this is going to be sanctioned. Are we going to see an exhibition, which I think still will be, it will garner a ton of attention, or are they going to sanction this as a pro fight? I know Jake Paul would want this as a pro fight, obviously. His knockouts or his main victories, I said this earlier, Nate Diaz, Anderson Silva, Tyrone Woodley, those are all UFC stars. And then a journeyman in Andre August and Ryan Borland. Those are Jake Paul's fights. He's 9-1. Mike Tyson obviously is a massive step up. And we get it. We get this is a money grab, but I don't give a shit. I don't care if this is a money grab or not. This is something that I will watch. The whole world will watch. It will be as big as the Super Bowl, if not bigger, and they will make them an absolute killing in their bank account. It's on Netflix. I don't know if this is a Netflix pay-per-view event. They haven't had one of those yet. I don't know if you have Netflix. This is going to be free? I have no idea, but it will be on Netflix, which means it's going to be streamed, and I got to think that it'll be pay-per-view. But I'm willing to pay probably whatever the case may be, however much money this fight's going to cost. I am in on it. All right, what happened in today's day, March 7th, in history and sports? In fact, there is some Mike Tyson news, which now will go down and stuff. But let's see. In 1951, Ezzard Charles beats Jersey Joe Walcott in 15 for second time to win National Boxing Association World Heavyweight title in Detroit. If y'all know who Ezzard Charles is, or Jersey Joe Walcott. What else we got here? There's some Mike Tyson news down here. Yesterday was a lot of stuff that happened in sports history. Baseball Hall of Fame, Warren Giles and Hack Wilson selected for the Baseball Hall of Fame this day in 1979. Wayne Gretzky, 1986, breaks his own NHL season record with 136 assists. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson in 1987 beats James Bone Crusher Smith by unanimous decision in 12 rounds in Las Vegas to unify the WBC and WBA heavyweight boxing titles. 1988, Jim Abbott, one-handed pitcher, wins 58th James E. Sullivan Award as the top amateur athlete in the United States, becoming the first baseball player to win the award. Very, very nice. Magic Johnson, second in NBA history to reach 10,000 career assists on this day in 1996. What else we got? Peyton Manning announces this was a sad day. Peyton Manning announced his retirement in 2016 from the Denver Broncos. Woo. That was brutal. 2016, Russian tennis star Maria Sharapova reveals failed drug test for the meldonium she tested for meldonium at the Australian Open. I don't even know what that is, and nor do I care. Let her play. 2021 NBA All-Star Game was today in 2021, and Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Bucks was your MVP. All right, guys, been a hell of a show. Obviously led off with the breaking news that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will fight July the 20th on Netflix. That's all we really know at this point. We do not know how it's going to be sanctioned, pro fight, exhibition. We don't know how many rounds. We don't know the minutes of the rounds. We have no idea. I just know a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson, is facing a 27-year-old 9-1 Jake Paul that every single person that's above the age of 40 probably wants to see get knocked out. But as I said earlier in the show, this fight will get 7-year-old kids to 80-something-year-old people watching. This is going to be legendary. This is going to be an unbelievable boxing match. At least the hype and at least the eyes on it. I would garner to say this is going to be bigger than the Super Bowl. I'll say it right now. And it's in Jerry World. It's not in Vegas. 100,000 people in that arena. Good luck to everyone. All right, I'll gather more information as the day goes on. We'll continue to talk about all this. If you missed anything, go to Sports with Balls in your podcast arenas. I will have it up directly after I get off. Y'all have a good afternoon. Spring break coming up Friday tomorrow. I'll see you.